Hello?
Okay. Okay, let's start this program. Welcome everyone. Happy New Year. Happy prosperous New Year to all our followers, our subscribers on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you all. And I wish you guys a great year of 2023. And we are here today to discuss about the political climate of Nigeria, given that the 2023 Nigeria election is just in the corner. And we have in the studio today, Mr. Uraka is joining us from the northern region of Nigeria. Mr. Uraka, I know that it's very late now. What's going on in Nigeria?
There's so much, there's so much, so much. I don't know, there's so much. I'm even losing track of so many events. Is it the Tinubu and his gaff, or so many, so many. I don't know which one to talk about, except you.
So let's focus on the upcoming election, given that is the trending news in Nigeria right now. It's a serious one. So Peter Obi, we have Peter Obi, the three leading candidates: Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, and the other one, Jagaban. So what is going on right now? Who is the most popular candidate?
Let me give you an honest assessment. Incidentally, since the last time we met, I have actually done a lot of grassroots. I've actually traveled around the country. I traveled to Bauchi, I traveled to Gombe, I traveled to Adamawa, Taraba, Nasarawa, Kaduna, Ibadan, Delta, Bayelsa, and where again? I think I really traveled a lot.
So these travels are all under the auspices of Peter Obi's movement, or what?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, actually, yes. And I'm even supposed to be in Asaba on the 9th, but I'm so very, very tired. I told them I can't make it. I need to get my energy back. Supposed to be in Asaba on the 9th because Peter Obi will be. Anyway, we're not talking about Peter Obi. We're talking about the political climate and the chances. I'm going to give you a very, very honest assessment of the chances of all the political candidates. Now
we have the three major candidates.
Yes.
Yeah, three major candidates right now. So let's explore the history.
I will take it state by state. Let me Google the 36. So I'll be taking one state at a time. I'm sure that's what you want to hear, right? 36 list of 36 states of Nigeria. Yeah. So I'll take each state at a time, and then I didn't know what's really Abia. Adamawa Yola. Okay, in Abia State, is one of the south. Are you listening? Hello?
Yes, I'm listening. Yes.
Well, on the assumption that this unknown gunmen and this IPOB and all these Biafra agitators don't come to mess up things, I would say the 5 southeast states, Peter Obi should get that place. On the premise that these unknown gunmen and all these Biafra agitators don't come to say there will be no erection in Biafra land. So on that basis, Adamawa State, incidentally, I was in Adamawa
So why are we expecting such a trend?
No, let me take the states one at a time. I think this is an interesting. I should have done this on my channel too. Abia is one of the southeast states, and I said on the basis that this unknown gunmen don't come and be shouting no erection in Biafra land. I think Peter Obi should take Abia State. Adamawa, incidentally, I was in Adamawa. What is going to happen in Adamawa is that I believe, based on my own conjecture, that Atiku should win Adamawa. But Peter Obi is going to get a lot of votes there because the Christians in that state will vote on the basis of protecting their Christianity. Put up the team. So you get me. So that's what's going to happen in Adamawa State. Sorry, hold on. Remove the plug. Remove the plug. Remove. No, the TV plug. Okay, so then Anambra State. Well, Anambra State, one of the southeast state. Bauchi. Incidentally, again, I was in Bauchi. Atiku will win Bauchi. Again, Peter Obi will snatch in some votes from the Christian communities in Bauchi. Bayelsa. I was in Bayelsa, even though it's one of the south states. I was not particularly pleased with the turnout of people who came to welcome Peter Obi. So I'm not going to be sentimental. I cannot categorically say that Peter Obi will win Bayelsa. Benue State. Peter Obi should win Benue State because it's still going to be on the basis of the protest vote that Christians will, on the basis of the fact that they believe that Fulanis are persecuting them. So it is expected that the Christians in Benue, which is predominantly a Christian state, they will vote for Peter Obi. Borno, I think Tinubu will win Borno on the basis of their Islamic sentiments, the Muslim ticket. Tinubu should win Borno State. But then again, Peter Obi will pick his votes from, because I told you that in Maiduguri, the same thing in the far north, Christians will vote on the basis of trying to protect their faith. They'll vote for Peter Obi. Cross River, I think Peter Obi should win Cross River because I wasn't there, but I have a strong information with people that are there. Delta State. Okay, I didn't even count Delta. I was in Delta State. I stayed in Delta State for a week plus. Peter Obi should win Delta State because that place is heavily obedient. Ebonyi State. I think Peter Obi will win Ebonyi State. Edo State. That one, I don't even need to do mathematics. Peter Obi will win Edo State. I was in Edo State. In fact,
one thing about Edo State is a little bit different in Nigeria. You understand? When it comes to democracy. Once Edo people said this is the person,
this is where they are going.
Everybody follow that one single trend. That is one thing about Edo State. So
the truth is okay. The truth is that I was in Edo State because that was where our vehicle broke down. So in fact, that place is that is the most obedient. That is the most obedient state in the whole country.
And when it comes to obedience, these people, they are very organic. People. When they are supporting any candidate, their support is always, organic. They don't look for money. They don't care about whatever money you want to give them. So in Edo State, for sure, I know that we have democracy.
Yeah. As for Ekiti State, I cannot say anything about Ekiti State because I have not been there. So I cannot say what I don't know. So I will leave Ekiti State because actually I don't know anything about that place. Enugu State falls among the 5 southeast states, and I said on the basis that all these recalcitrant Biafra agitators don't come and be shooting guns and be saying that we don't want election in Biafra land.
No, they will not say that. I don't think so. They should.
Then Gombe State. I was in Gombe State. I think Tinubu win Gombe. I think I am the one who is there. Don't you are distracted me. I think Tinubu win Gombe. That's still on the base of religious sentiments. But Peter Obi will take his own share. Anything can happen, but these are conjectures based on my physical appearance in those states. You get me? When I mean physical, I didn't just go there and sit in one place. I moved around, sampled opinions. You get me? So I think.
What about Lagos?
I'm going there now. We are taking the state one at a time. I'm in state number 15. I'm taking them one by one. Imo State falls in Southeast. Jigawa, I think Tinubu might win Jigawa or Kwankwaso, depending on the fact that Kwankwaso still remain in this race. Now, Jigawa will vote on the basis of protecting Islam. So most of the illiterates there will say they want, because Tinubu and Shetima provides the Islamic agenda, they will vote, not because they love Tinubu or just the fact that Tinubu provides an opportunity for Nigeria to become an Islamic state. Kaduna State. Incidentally, I was in Kaduna. I didn't even count Kaduna in the state I visited. Kaduna State. In the southern part of Kaduna, Peter Obi will win that place. Yes, squarely. The Labour Party present in southern Kaduna is very, very strong. Kafancha, Machok. In fact, I don't think Peter Obi is, and anything can happen in Kaduna. Anything, but for now, I'll give Kaduna to Tinubu because of the Islamic Muslim ticket. Other than that, I think Peter Obi might win it. But on the basis of the Islamic agenda, I think Tinubu might pick it because we'll vote on the basis of Islam. Kano State, well, on the basis that Kwankwaso does not step down, which everybody is suspecting, I think Tinubu might take Kano State, still on the basis of an Islamic agenda. Katsina State, well, I don't know anything about Katsina State, so I will not say anything about Katsina. I don't like lying. Same thing for Kebbi. Kogi State, I didn't even count Kogi. We're in Kogi State. What is going to happen in Kogi State? Peter Obi may pick Kogi State because in Kogi State we have a lot of silent voters, people who don't make noise. Yes, you may go to Kogi State and you see a lot of Jagaban's picture, but the truth is that the inhabitants there are keeping their voting pattern to their chest until election day. So I think in Kogi State, the battle is between Peter Obi and Jagaban. Kwara State, I've not been to Kwara, so I will not say anything about Kwara. I don't know. Lagos State.
Those states.
Wait, now I'm coming there. I'm following the list as it appears in my phone. Oh dear.
You don't worry. Never mind. If you can see what you are reading there.
Okay, now
we can see you.
So Lagos State is going to be a very big fight between Peter Obi and Jagaban. Anything can happen.
Yes.
If Jagaban does not bring his thug, his Oluomo, MC Oluomo, and all those thugs, I think Peter Obi might pick Lagos State. But other than that, I think it's going to be a fight between Peter Obi and Jagaban and Tinubu. I don't think the article is represented there. Nasarawa State. Oh, I didn't even know. I was also in Nasarawa State. I was in Nasarawa State. Peter Obi may pick Nasarawa State. Other than that, it's a fight between Peter Obi and Atiku. Tinubu is not going to be represented in Nasarawa State. Niger State, I don't know anything about Niger. I didn't go to Niger State. Same for Ogun. Same for Ondo. Same for Osun. Oyo State, I was in Ibadan. Well, I don't like lying, no. I don't like lying, but I think on the basis of tribalism, Oyo State will vote for Tinubu, but Peter Obi will pick his share. Plateau State, incidentally, I'm in Plateau State. That one I can tell you 150% sure that Peter Obi will win Plateau State. Landslide. That one I can tell you. Sokoto, well, I've not been to Sokoto. I was planning to go to Sokoto, but the finances, I can't say. So, but Taraba, Taraba is going to be a very strong fight between Atiku and Peter Obi. The gap between Atiku and Peter Obi will be very small. Peter Obi is not going to win Taraba landslide, no. Yobe State, I don't know anything about Yobe State. Zamfara too, I don't know, but I'm sure Peter Obi will not win Yobe State and Zamfara on the basis of religious vote. So that wraps up all the 30 states. As then, what is missing here is the Federal Capital Territory, which is Abuja. In Abuja, I can tell that Peter Obi may win Federal Capital Territory because I was in Abuja. I think we slept in Abuja for 3-4 days. I went round too. Peter Obi will win Abuja. Peter Obi win Abuja.
It's gonna be like a tough race between Peter Obi and Jagaban.
In Abuja? No, Jagaban does not have any representation in Abuja. It's Atiku.
Atiku.
Jagaban is one politician that I think is just fooling himself. He's lost in his whatever godfatherism, whatever donship he has in Lagos, and he thinks whatever influence he has in Lagos extends to Abuja. I think that's the biggest foolishness that he is having. So apart from Lagos, which I think is going to be a strong fight between him and Peter Obi, and now that Obasanjo has endorsed Peter Obi, I think
I saw that Obasanjo endorsed Peter Obi.
Yes.
I didn't believe. I saw some people speculating.
No, that one is not speculation. That one is real. So Ogun State, they might say, okay, since our elder brothers endorsed this person, let's say anything. In fact, the whole thing.
But what about Ondo State? You know, Ondo is APC state.
Honestly, I don't know anything about Ondo.
With what happened with
hello, madam, you see, it doesn't like Plateau State is APC state. It really doesn't matter because Plateau State is APC. Then you can
let me explain to you what happened in the last governorship election in Ondo State. These people, they can take money and vote their family, everything out for politicians. I'm telling you, what happened at that time was obvious. You know, APC was sharing money. Other political parties were also sharing money, but they voted for APC. Some people even came from the villages. We have the video. We still have the video. We covered this the election live because I employed some boys there to cover the election. Up to villages, they went to some villages. These people came out, not because they want to come out vote their conscience, but to collect money and vote for APC. That's what happened. So let's just say APC, since the governor there is an APC governor, so let's just give it to Tinubu. You understand? Let's give it to
Tinubu win most of the southwest state on the basis of tribalism, actually. That's just the truth, on the basis of tribalism. Hello? Hello? Hello?
So, yes, with the analysis so far, Mr. Raka, overall.
I tried as much as possible not to be biased.
No. Mr. Raka, I don't know. I've not been following the trend. I really don't know. I'm just saying from your analysis. So far, what do you think would be the prospect of this upcoming election?
There might be a runoff. I think there might be a runoff. There's not going to be a clear winner, but based on all the intrigue, the fact that Atiku and Tinubu will drag a lot of vote, I think honestly, if there's not going to be rigging, Peter Obi is ahead of the three candidates.
I can say that. I can say that he has more followers, and the country, the people just want change, and they believe that it's only Peter Obi that can bring that change to Nigeria. Because when you look at the rest of them, especially Jagaba and Atiku, these are the same people, you understand? So they don't believe, there's no trust that these people can transform Nigeria. So
It's
Peter
not
Obi,
even that there's no trust. They won't transform Nigeria. Let me also add that the governor of Benue State also endorsed Peter Obi, who is in PDP, Autumn, Samuel Autumn.
Really?
Yes.
And it's
And
a
then
PDP.
Edwin Clark, the chairman of the South and Middle Belt Forum, also endorsed PDP, also endorsed Peter Obi.
But Obasanjo endorsing Peter Obi, that is a big one. That's a very big endorsement from the Godfather himself.
APC and people don't think that way, but they were going to look for Obasanjo's blessing. And now that he has blessed somebody, as they said, his endorsement doesn't count. So when you are going to look for his blessing, what were you looking for?
They said his endorsement doesn't count as how.
Well, they have to say something now to save face.
Obasanjo is a godfather. He's a godfather of democracy in Nigeria. Endorsing a candidate, that's the biggest endorsement in the country right now. I'm telling you. You understand? For Obasanjo to endorse any candidate is the biggest endorsement. So yeah, I think that's a good one for the side of Peter Obi. And under free and fair election, with the popularity of Peter Obi right now, there's no doubt that he might.
So, hello, I didn't get that. What were you saying?
I said under a free and fair and credible election, with the popularity of Peter Obi right now, I doubt it that this guy, he's supposed to win the election. That's what I would say. He's supposed to win. But we just don't know what is going to happen because you don't trust, especially APC, when it comes to ringing election in Nigeria. Oshomola is there as well, campaigning for Jagaban.
Oshomole is more or less like a rudderless somebody just trying to perpetuate the system that ensures their excess way of life. Let me change my Wi-Fi system. It's like the network, the connection is unstable. Let me connect to another. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
I had to change my Wi-Fi connection. The other one is unstable. So as for Oshomole to me is more or less like somebody trying to sustain a system that nourishes their excess way of life. But the masses are wiser now, and they are trying as much as possible to change a system where we can at least leave something close to our contemporaries outside the country. We cannot continue to live this way. Everybody's damn tired.
I can see that. The masses are really waking up, unlike before, whereby people are expecting like the government benefits during election period. But this time, the youth,
there's a level of hunger. There's a level of hunger. We have to jolt your senses back.
Especially the insecurity. The insecurity ravaging the country over these years. I don't think people go to
the real problem of Nigeria is not insecurity. The real problem of Nigeria is the absence of law and order. Security is part of a system that operates where there's no law and order. I think there is an understanding there's no law and order. So every system or every particle or every component of that system is operating abnormally because they believe that there's no law and order. I traveled from Jos to Warri and Warri back. Our policing on the roads, those people are licensed armed robbers. So everything is just bad. To be very candid now, I prefer to be robbed by the armed robber than to be robbed by a police, which I'm sure is supposed to protect me. I'm supposed to see a policeman on the street and say, thank God, there's a policeman on the road. But when the policeman begins to turn his gun to rob you, it is better you are robbed by somebody who is not licensed by the government than to be robbed by somebody who is supposed to protect you, but robbing you in broad daylight.
Yeah. I know that it's lack of the rule of law, enforcing the rule of law in Nigeria is the problem that is exacerbating the insecurity prevailing in the country. You understand? When the laws and the laws are in order and the laws are enforced, I think insecurity will be minimized.
Actually.
Like all the laws we have in the West are there in Nigeria. Enforcing the laws is the problem.
I think one of the reasons why people don't want to, like, as for the case of Buhari is just pure nepotism. Nobody is important to you if you are not from Fulani and if you are not Muslims. And I strongly believe that's the same thing Buhari is going to do. If Buhari comes in now, Tinubu, if Tinubu comes in now, I'm sure that's what he's going to do. He's going to make sure that if you are not Yoruba or if you are not a Muslim Yoruba, you're not going to get appointments. So he's going to make the country all about Yoruba and Muslim Yorubas. Nigeria can't continue this way. Nigeria must begin to learn the ability to think outside these primordial sentiments. It has taken us nowhere, and it will continue to be a retrogression on our collective sensibilities.
You know what, the wife, I saw the other day that the wife asked police officers to brutalize one guy like that for criticizing her. This administration has no respect
for human lives
at all. And the highest that we have seen in Nigeria is infringing the rights of citizens. How dare you be ordering police to brutalize someone for criticizing you? You are supposed to sue him.
Then
Donald Trump, case. You don't have the right.
Donald Trump of US would have taken all Americans and jailed them.
Intolerance and lack of democracy in Nigeria, it seems as if we are in a military era, not democracy.
Yeah.
And this current administration is not running a democratic government. This is not democracy.
This is by far the worst. This is by far the worst period, the worst democratic period that Nigeria has ever had since independence. Buhari is a total failure.
So, any disputes, any conflict between the candidates, any attack, like
no, the only conflict we have now is the conflict between the internal conflict between Wike and Atiku. Wike is insisting that there should be a balance of political representation, because currently in PDP, the presidency primary has been won by a Northerner, and the chairman of the party is a Northerner. So Wike is saying that the chairman of the party should resign so that a Southerner occupy that place. What I do think, however, the reason why it is an issue, because Wike himself wants to occupy that chairmanship seat of PDP. Now, Atiku will not want Wike to occupy that seat, because most of these northern cabals, they would want people from the south that they can control. But they have seen a Wike that he's somebody that they can't control. So putting Wike as chairman of the PDP, if eventually, God forbid, by the way, that Atiku becomes president, Wike will give him tough time. So it is better right now to put a stooge that you can control than to put somebody that will become a problem to you.
Yes, exactly. I think the Northerners are dreading the character or the behavior of Wike. So it's like they're afraid of him. They don't want him to occupy any meaningful position because they believe that he will use that power, to resist them. That is why they're doing everything to reduce his power. You see, he was supposed to be nominated as the vice to Atiku, but they didn't do that. Instead, they go for Okowa because they know that Okowa is somebody that they can manipulate, they can push up and down. So a person like Wike, they would never allow him to occupy one meaningful position because they know that he's a lion.
You can't boss Wike around. You can't boss Wike around.
Lion inside the cage right now. That is the problem. Yeah, they won't give him that opportunity. I don't know why the Northerners are doing that. At the same time, Wike would have give more edge to Atiku. I wish is the running mate of Atiku. What do you think?
Yeah. The truth is that
more better than Okowa. Okowa is just like
it wouldn't have changed anything because people don't want a situation whereby a Fulani hands back on that Fulani. That would be very terrible to the political psychology of the Fulani because they will begin to assume that, well, we might as well begin to feel that we own Nigeria.
But they would have
before Buhari we've had what's the man that handed over Yaradua, who's a Fulani man, Shehu Shagari. So when we keep having Fulanis, imagine as president of since independence, what does that tell you? It tells you that the Fulanis are more politically relevant than over 370 tribes in Nigeria. For me, I think that's a no, a very big no for me.
So let's say what is going to happen. The election is coming up when? February 25th?
February 25th.
It's just in the corner, less than 2 months. Ooh, a month less.
And I think so far PDP and APC, they are doing a very bad job of trying to, ensure their potentials before 2023. Peter Obi, on the other hand, Peter Obi also has his fair challenges, but they are not as much as one you see in PDP or APC. In other words, I just believe that God has a hand in what is happening in Nigeria because if APC had brought in Osibanjo, it would have gone smoothly for them. If PDP had brought Wike, nobody would be talking about Peter Obi. If APC had brought Osibanjo, nobody would be talking about Peter Obi. But they chose sentiments above. They chose sentiments and personal interest above realism, and that's what they are suffering for right now, if you ask me.
So we are all waiting patiently for the outcome of the election.
The election is going to be very funny, but I think it's going to. A lot of people are just. There's so many Nigerians that are just sitting there, waiting for that day to come, for them to. They are not talking, they are not protesting, they are not bragging, they are not threatening. But I can assure you that about 80% of the Christian North will come out and vote for Peter Obi. 80% of those who have voters card will come out for Peter Obi. About 10% of the Muslim North will come out and vote for Peter Obi. And anyway, it's going to be a very interesting race, I can tell you.
But APC and PDP, they should avoid bringing the election. So that is where we are afraid of.
Well, for now, the BVAS system, that is the biometric what's the BVAS, biometric voter authentication, I don't know, BVAS system, biometric voter authentication system. The idea of the biometrics is that when you come with your voter's card, it captures the QR code, ensures that the person who came is the actual person that is coming to vote. So for those who are even afraid that somebody is buying voters card, if I buy a voters card and I go to the polling unit and the biometric as captured by the machine is not this, it does not reflect that I am the one that is coming to vote. Such a system is even already in place. When you are going to register your MTN SIM card, the machine captures your face and tells you that the face that it's seen is different from the face in your earlier picture on the system.
So do you think that they cannot manipulate the system? That
no system cannot be manipulated, madam. Every system is manipulatable, but the degree of manipulation as we experienced in the past may not be the same type of manipulation in the past. Every system is upgraded to reduce anomalies discovered in previous system. No system is foolproof.
Let's
so I won't say there won't be manipulation, but the type of manipulation that those who rig election have now will not be as enormous or as big as they used to have in the past. That I can assure you.
Let's see what the viewers are saying and the commenters. Let's see what they're saying here. I'm doing the live streaming to only YouTube. I'm not doing Facebook this time.
You know what? I didn't see it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's not on Facebook because I'm not using Be Live anymore. It has been a while now that I've not been doing live broadcast, so I took off my Be Live app. I said, no, PDP and APC, Peter Obi is the man. 2023, God bless Nigeria. Amen. Spain, I pray APC does not rank this election. God, please help Nigeria. Yeah, APC is very good at doing that. From the past elections in Nigeria, we saw that. So that is why we are all afraid about the level of APC ringing elections in Nigeria should not be applied to this upcoming one. Otherwise,
Nigeria is a big country. Why would they take? Would they take light? And my laptop battery is already going there. I don't know why Nigeria.
Laptop now. You're using laptop.
Yeah, I'm actually connecting with you with laptop. It's not phone.
Okay. Yeah. And it's very clear. I don't know how you get network. You are the only one in Nigeria that has a very good network. Or is it the same in Plateau State that they have more better network?
No, because of the laptop I'm using is a MacBook Pro. So thank God they brought light.
And they even have lights in just more than Benin.
Of course, no. Will they try here? Please give me water.
You see? So I think for today we have discussed enough. I will come back again once in a while. I want to reinsert my Be Live so that we can be doing more live streaming.
No problem.
Yes, I will reinstate that soon.
I think basically we've touched some of we've like more or less like summarized the events that are currently going on in Nigeria now, until they will begin to pick particular topics and we'll talk about them.
Yes, I like the analysis state by state. For this time, we're supposed to be doing analysis of the state, which state is going for APC, for PDP. That is exactly what you did today. So we'll continue to be doing the analysis before the actual election. It's just in the corner. It's less than 2 months. It's a month plus. February 25th, if they don't postpone it, in most cases, they used to postpone the election. So I hope they won't postpone it this year. Otherwise, even though they postpone it, it's not going to be more than March. You understand? March.
It's not going to change the outcome. It won't change the outcome.
It won't change the outcome, and the postponement will not even last longer than 1 month. So let's
the postponement will even, in fact, what is happening right now is that those who thought they could actually manipulate Nigeria to persistently remain in their power didn't envisage the dynamics that have happened now, like Peter Obi leaving PDP and bringing this obedient movement, the quarrel between Atiku and Tinubu. They had actually thought they could really, set up a system that would retain them at all times. What they actually wanted to do was to bring an Amechi who they know has no political value in APC, whereas the cabal, the establishment, switched to PDP and vote Atiku in. That was the original plan. But when Tinubu insisted he was going to talk, they had to bring Tinubu in. But now putting with somebody that is part of the cabal, so that anywhere the election goes, whether it goes to PDP is within the cabal, whether it goes to APC is within the cabal. Forget about Tinubu. Tinubu is just deceiving himself, thinking that he's a butterfly, thinking he's a bird. That's Tinubu for you. But basically, between PDP and APC, I think they sort of thought they have arranged a system that makes it foolproof for the establishment, that's the Northern Cabal, to continuously rule in Nigeria. But they never envisaged a Peter Obi who is going to leave PDP and form obedient movement that is fast catching up with almost everyone in the group. I think that's a huge headache on their head.
Yes.
Initially, they were denying that it's 4 people tweeting in a room. It's not going to, but now any politician who tells you that he's not concerned about the obedient movement, you know he's lying.
Yes, exactly. For Obasanjo himself endorsing Peter Obi, I thought it's just a speculation that people are speculating.
It is not.
So
I'm so very, very tired now. I wish we could round up now. I'm very, 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 very tired.
Yes, I know that you're tired. Let's just end the program right now. We'll come back next time. Thank you, Mr. Raka. You can log out. Thank you so much. So I'll call you, we'll talk.
Yes.
Thank you to all our viewers today. Thank you all. Again, Happy New Year. Happy prosperous New Year to everyone. Thank you all. Thanks to all our subscribers and followers over these years. Thank you for supporting Nebo TV. It has been a while. I'm a very busy person. I've not been doing political analysis over this month because I have many other things I'm doing. That's why probably this year I will come back again with my documentaries. I'm not sure yet, not until the end of this month before I will be sure. Otherwise, I say Happy New Year one more time to everybody and have a wonderful year, okay? Thank you and bye for now.